Hello, this is Mrs. Ridgway, and I am continuing Excel Chapter 2, the module tutorial. Turn with me to page 32. The average function calculates the average value from a collection of numbers. We're going to be calculating the average monthly sales for each store. All right, so I have my sales workbook open, and I have clicked on the sales report worksheet. In cell, and I'm on page 32, number 2. In cell R25, all right, let's go to R25. Enter store average, just like you see it in the book. The cell is automatically formatted with a white font color and green fill when you press enter. This matches the other column titles. In cell R26, enter the formula equal average C26 through N26. C26 through N46. Oh wait, 26, N26. So let's go back up here. This calculates the average of the monthly gross sales value in the range C26 through N26. The formula returns the value 328,500, which is the average monthly gross sales in home furnishing for the store in Tacoma, Washington. Copy the formula in cell R26 and then paste the copied formula in the range R26 through R46. I'm just going to use the fill handle, and I'm going to just drag it down to copy the formula quickly. Number 5, select the range R26 through R46. Well, I have that selected already. And on the Home tab in the Alignment group, click the Top Align button. The average values are now at the top edge of its cells. In the font group, click the Borders arrow and choose All Borders. Click cell R26 to deselect. Page 33. We're going to add a double border to the state results. Select the range A26 through N34. Okay, that's for Washington, the state of Washington. Select A26 through N34. Okay, got it. Okay, we've N26 through N34. Right-click the selection and then choose the Format Cells. Okay, Format Cells. And then click Border, the Border tab at the top. In the line select or the line section, click the double line. The double line. And in the presets section, click the outline option. Okay, right here. The double border appears around the selected cells in the border preview. Click OK. The selected border is applied to Washington. It shows California, but this is Washington. That is a book error. Number 6, repeat steps 1 through 5 to apply double borders to the range A27 through N42. Okay, so that's the next state of Oregon. We're going to select, right-click, format the cells, double line, outline, and OK. And then select Idaho all the way across to N, right-click, format cells, choose the double lines, outline, and click OK. And then click anywhere to deselect. Page 35, we're going to be applying cell styles. A cell style is a collection of formatting options such as a specified font, font size, font styles, font color, fill color, and borders that you can apply to the cells. All cell styles are listed in the Cell Styles Gallery, which you access on the Home tab in the Styles group. So look above in the ribbon and you will see Styles in the Home ribbon. To apply cell styles to the Sales Report worksheet, scroll up and click cell B4. On the Home tab in the Styles group, click the Cell Styles button. So the More button, I guess. And the Cell Styles Gallery opens up. Point to the heading 1, right here, heading 1, Cell Style in the Titles and Headings section. This is live preview. And it's showing B4 in a 15-point bold font with a solid blue bottom border. Move the pointer over different styles in the Cell Styles Gallery to see cell B4 with live preview. Okay. Click the title cell. Okay, title cell style. The title cell styles 18-point blue-gray text to Calibri Light font. So this is now applied to B4. Select the range B5 through F5 containing the column titles for the sales statistics data. In the Styles group, click the Sales Styles button, right? And then click Accent 4. Accent 4. Okay, 3, 4. Style in the themed cell. Okay, the bottom one. Click cell A24. A24. Containing the text Home Furnishing Sales by Store and Month, and then apply title. Okay, we'll go back up here and we're going to choose title. And then click cell A3. A3. All right, look at the figure and make sure that it looks like the book. Figure 2-25. To remove all styles and formats, you would apply the normal cell style to a selected cell or cell range. Right up here is your normal, right there. All right, so we're going to create a custom cell style. When you create a custom cell style, you select the font size, the font style, the alignment, the number format, borders, and the field that you want to include in that cell style. Let's create the Bristol Bay title custom cell style. All right, so we're going to click on B4. 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 Okay, create, this is a title, custom cell title. Click cell B4. Let me look at the next page. It looks, I want to make sure we're doing this. Okay. Change the font size to 14. And the font color to blue accent 5. On the Home tab in the Styles group, click the Cell Styles button to display the Cell Styles gallery. At the bottom of the Cell Styles gallery, click New Cell Style. And this will open the Style dialog box. In the Style name box, type Bristol, okay, just like you see it in the book, Bay title. And that's the name of the custom cell style. And then click OK. Click the Cell Styles button to open up the Cell Styles gallery. And verify that the Bristol Bay title custom cell style has been added to the custom section at the top of the gallery. Here it is, right there at the top. Press Escape to close the gallery. Page 38. Copying and pasting formats. The Format Painter provides a fast and efficient way of copying and pasting formats from several cells at once. We learned this in Word. It does not copy the data, it copies the formatting. To use the Format Painter to copy and paste a format, go to the documentation sheet and select the range A1 and A2. On the Home tab in the Clipboard group, click the Format Painter button. The formats from the selected cells are copied to the clipboard. A flashing border appears around the selected range, and the pointer changes to the Format Painter pointer for cells. Go to the Cells report. All right, I'm going to go down and click, and then click cell A1. The formatting from range A1 through A2 in the documentation worksheet is applied to the range A1 through A2 in the Cells report worksheet. Notice that the green font color you applied to the text selection bay was not included in the pasted formats because the Format Painter does not work with formats applied to text strings within cells. So we're going to double click cell A1, and then we're going to select the word bay, and then change the font color to light green, located in the standard colors. The format for the company title now matches the company title in the documentation sheet. Press Enter to exit the edit mode. Well, I'm just going to click. You can use the Format Painter to copy all formats within a selected range and then apply those formats to another range that has the same size and shape by clicking the upper left cell of the range. Stefan wants you to copy all the formats that you applied to the sales statistics data to the sales statistics per store data. So we're going to select the range B4. All right, so B4 through F11. So go to F and then down to 11. On the Home tab in the Clipboard group, click Format Painter. Click cell B13. The number formats, the cell borders, the fonts, and fill colors are pasted in the range B13 through F20. That's simple. Click anywhere to deselect. On page 40, copying formats with the Paste Option button. Another way to copy and paste formats is with the Paste Option button. It looks like a clipboard when you paste. The Paste Special command provides another way to control what you paste from the clipboard. To use the Paste Special, you would click the paste arrow in the Clipboard group. Okay, and then look at the bottom of page 40, figure 2-29. This shows you the Paste Special dialog box. Be sure to study this. Page 41, performing special tasks with the Paste Special. And so this, from the Paste Special dialog box, you can accomplish the following tasks in which you copy content from a selected source range and paste that content into a destination range. There's the paste values only, the paste column width, the paste with no borders, skip blanks, perform a mathematical operation, or paste a link. So you need to study this to kind of get an idea of what each of these special tasks with special Paste Special does. All right, we're going to be transposing data, and this is something new. I don't recall doing this in Microsoft Office 2016, so this must be new for Microsoft Office 2019. I'm on page 41. Data values are usually arranged in a rectangular grid. However, sometimes you might want to change the orientation of that rectangle, switching the rows and the columns. You can easily do this with Transposed Option. And so they're showing you this as part of the paste options. Finding and replacing text format, text and formats. To find and replace commands, or the find and replace commands let you make content and design changes to a worksheet or the entire workbook quickly. The find command searches through the current worksheet or the workbook for the content or formatting that you want to locate. And the replace command then substitutes it with the new content or formatting that you specify. We're going to find and replace the street abbreviations. So on the Home tab in the Editing group, click the Find and Select button. Click Replace. The Find and Replace dialog box opens up, and then type that we want to find the abbreviated state or street. Okay, ST for street. And then press the tab to go to the next box. We've got to tell Excel what to replace ST period with, and we want to replace it with street spelled out. And then we're going to click Find Next. To locate the next occurrence of ST period within a worksheet cell. Cell B26, let me scroll down. Let's scroll down. Okay, so B26 is selected because it contains the address 432 West Fern Street. See, it's selected. And so we're going to click the Replace, and it changes it to street. Click Next, Find Next, and then Replace. Continue to click Replace to change the remaining 4 addresses with the abbreviated street with the full street name, okay? So, or word. All right, so we're going to find the next, or here it is right here. So we're going to replace. Okay, and then replace. And then replace and replace. To replace all occurrences of avenue and lane in the Find and Replace dialog box, type the abbreviation for avenue. And then we're going to type avenue in the replace box. Click Replace All, and it automatically replaces and tells you that it made 7 replacements. Click OK, and now type the abbreviation for lane, and type the word lane, and replace all. It replaced 5 replacements. Click OK. The Find and Replace dialog box can also be used with cell formatting, replacing both the content and the format of cells within the workbook. So now we're going to replace content based on formatting. In the Find and Replace dialog box, we're going to click Options. All right, here's the options right here. And this will expand the list of formatting options. Delete the search text from the Find What and the Replace With boxes. Okay. Leaving these 2 boxes empty. By not specifying a text string to find and replace, the dialog box will search through all cells regardless of their content. So we're going to click Format in the Find What row to open it. Okay, Format. It's similar to the Format Cells dialog box you used earlier to format a range. Click the Font tab at the top, and then click the Color box, and then click White background 1 theme. Click the Field tab. Then in the background color section, click the gold theme. Gold theme. Right there. And then click OK. Now click, this is what we want to replace right here. We want to now click in the format for the Replace With, and we want the Field tab is already selected, so we want to click the gold theme, and then click the Font tab, click the color box, and choose Blue Accent 1. Let's see if it's this one. It's 5. Blue Accent 1. Click OK. Okay, so what we're wanting to do is find the gold with the white font color and replace it with gold with a blue font color. Now I'm going to turn to page 44. Click Replace All. There were 13 replacements done throughout the entire worksheet. Click OK. Now we need to clear the options from the Find and Replace dialog box. In the Find and Replace dialog box, we're going to click the Format arrow in the Find What row. And then we're going to click Clear Find Format. Click the Format arrow for the Replace With and choose Clear Replace Format, and then close the box. Working with themes. Another way to make multiple changes to the formats used in your workbook is through themes. The office theme is the default theme applied to workbooks. So we're going to change the workbook's theme. Scroll up the worksheet and let's click in A1. On the ribbon, click the Page Layout tab. In the Themes group, which is to the far left, click Themes button. The Themes gallery opens. Office is showing as the current theme because it is the default. Point to different themes in the Themes gallery using the live preview to preview the impact of each theme on the fonts and colors used in our worksheet. Then point to the Ion theme. Okay, let's find Ion. Well, we may have to scroll to locate Ion. Or maybe I just overlooked it. Here it is. All right, so I'm pointing to the Ion theme to see the live preview. And I'm going to click Ion. Changing the theme made a significant difference in the workbook's appearance. The most obvious changes to the worksheet are the fill colors and the fonts. Business often use custom themes that match their company's logo colors and fonts. To change the theme colors, you would click the Colors button in the Themes group. Then select one of the color palettes. To create your own color palette, you would click Customize Colors to open the Create a New Theme Colors dialog box. On page 46, highlighting data with conditional formats. Conditional formatting is used to format a cell based on its value, which helps draw attention to important or unusual results, such as sales that exceed a specified goal or a large expense on a balance sheet. Excel has 4 types of conditional formatting: the data bars, highlighting, color scales, and icon sets. In this module, we're going to be using conditional formatting to highlight cells. Look at the bottom of page 46 in figure 2-34. These are examples of highlight cells rules: the greater than, less than, between, equal to, and so forth. Okay, so on page 47, Stefan wants to highlight important trends in sales values in the sales report worksheet by highlighting sales statistics that show a negative trend from the previous year to the current year. So we're going to apply conditional formatting to highlight the negative net change and percent change values in red. In the sales report worksheet, we're going to select E6 through F20. E6 through F20. Oh, I see that I failed to copy the formula down below. I missed a step somewhere. So I will need to do that. Okay, but first let's do this. Okay, E6 through F20. On the ribbon, click the Home tab. In the Styles group, click Conditional Formatting, and then point to Highlight Cells Rules. This displays a menu of the available rules. Then click Less Than. The Less Than dialog box opens so you can select the values and formatting to highlight negative values. Make sure that the value in the first box is selected, and it is, and then type a 0 so that cells in the selected range that contain values that are less than 0 are formatted with a light red fill and it's right here, light red fill with dark red text. Live preview shows the conditional formatting applied to the cells with negative numbers. You can see that right back in the background. And then click OK. Deselect, and I need to copy the formula that is here. So let me copy and click here and paste. And do the same here. Press escape, click here, right click, copy, and I'm going to click here and paste. Ooh, I want to paste the formula is what I want to do. So I'm going to do that. I want to do the same thing here. Let's see. Yeah, okay, the formula's there. The formula's there too. Okay, and then I'm going to escape and then use the fill handle to copy down. And then I'm going to erase. There's nothing to pull here, so I'm going to delete and delete this right here. We have those error messages because there's nothing to pull, no numbers to calculate. Okay, so conditional formatting highlights some very important sales facts for Stefan. While the net profit for Northwest Region stores increased by 1.88%, this is not true when the data is adjusted for the number of stores. Okay, now let's go on over, and we're going to be highlighting sales with a top-bottom rule. Another way of applying conditional formatting is the Quick Analysis tool. The Quick Analysis tool, which appears whenever you select a range of cells, provides access to the most common tools for data analysis and formatting of the selected range. Okay, I'm on page 48, number 1. Select the range C26. C26 through N45. Containing the monthly sales from each of the 20 Bristol Bay stores in the Northwest region. All right, now you'll notice this little square down here in the lower right-hand corner. This is the Quick Analysis button. And so now we're going to point at it and select it. And then we're going to choose, let's point at top 10%. The live preview formats the cells in the top 10%. We're going to click top 10%. And then we're going to click 046 or anywhere to deselect. A total of 24 sales are highlighted from the stores with the greatest monthly sales. It quickly gets the attention and points out the greatest monthly sales automatically. I mean, it's a quick look. All right, on page 49, you can modify any conditional formatting rule to change what is being formatted, as well as change what formatting is applied. Number 1 on page 49, we're going to edit the top 10% conditional formatting rule. On the Home tab, in the Styles group, click the Conditional Formatting button. Okay, so we'll go up here, click the button, and then click Manage the Rules. The Conditional Formatting Rules Manager dialog box opens. Click the Show Formatting Rules for Arrow. Okay, Show Formatting Rules must be, yeah, here it is, okay, Arrow. And then this worksheet, choose this worksheet. And this will list all the conditional formatting rules that are in the current worksheet. Make sure that the top 10% rule is highlighted. And it is, top 10% is highlighted. And then click Edit the Rule. The Edit Formatting Rule dialog box opens. In the Edit the Rule Description section, change the value in the box from 10 to 5. This changes the rule to highlight only the top 5% of sales values. Click Format. On the Font tab in the dialog box, change the font color to Black Text 1 Theme. Is that one? That's the automatic. Let's see what this one is. Black Text 1 Theme. Click the Field tab. Change the background color to light green in the standard area. And then click OK. And on page 50, we'll click OK. In each dialog box to return to the worksheet, and then we're going to scroll up to view the edited conditional formatting rule applied to the worksheet. Okay, we just got to click OK. All right, so now we can look at, and of course we can manage, go to formatting, and then go to the conditional formatting and manage the rules for this worksheet, and here they are. I'm going to close. Page 51, clearing conditional formatting rules. You could remove a conditional format at any time without affecting the underlying data. Just select the range containing the conditional format, click the conditional formatting button, and then click the Clear Rules command. It's right here. Bottom of page 51, documenting conditional formats. In cell M23, let's go find M23. Enter the words top, 5% in sales, just like you see it in the book. This is your label, and then select M23 again. Okay, I'm going to press enter. Let's select it again. And on the Home tab in the Alignment group, click the Align to the Right. To right align the contents of the selected cell. The cell entry now overlaps the blank cell L23. In cell N23, type green. To identify the conditional formatting color you use to highlight the values in the top 5%. And then, okay, and then go back. I pressed enter and I'm going back and I'm selecting N23 again. In the alignment group, we're going to center the word green. Now we're going to use highlighting rule to format cell N23 using black text on the green field. On the Home tab, in the Styles group, right here, Styles group. Oh, click the conditional formatting, point to the highlight cells rules, and then click text that contains. The text that contains dialog box opens. Now we're going to change, click the down arrow, and we're going to custom format. We want to custom the format. Click the Field tab. Oh, it's already selected, and so now we're going to choose light green standard color. Then click the Font tab and choose the color Black Text 1. Click OK. Click OK. And we now have conditional formatting here. Page 53, formatting a worksheet for printing. We're going to be using a page break preview, and that is located down on your status bar. Page break preview shows only those parts of the active sheet that will print and how the content will be split across pages. A dotted blue border indicates a page break, which separates one page from another. As you format the worksheet for printing, you can use this view to control what content appears on each page. Stefan wants to know how the sales report worksheet would print in portrait orientation and how many pages would be required. So we're going to look at the worksheet in page break preview and find these answers. Scroll up the worksheet and click A1. Click the Page Break Preview button on the status bar at the bottom. Change the zoom level of the worksheet to 25%. Okay, I'll do 30. So that you can view the entire contents of this large worksheet. If you see a different page layout or the worksheet is split onto a different number of pages, don't worry. Each printer is different. So the layout and pages might differ from what is shown here in the figure. All right, on page 54, note that each printer is different. So your page break preview might show a different number of pages. Ours is showing a total of 6 pages. By default, all cells in a worksheet containing text, formulas, or values are printed. If you want to print only part of the worksheet, you can set a print area, which is the region of the worksheet that is sent to the printer. Each worksheet has its own print area. Okay, now we're going to set the print area of the sales report worksheet. Change the zoom level of the worksheet. Let me make sure I didn't skip any. Okay. Change the zoom level of the worksheet to 80%. This makes it easier to select the cells and the ranges. Select the range A1, okay, A1 through F22. All right, so 22. And then hold the control button and select the range A23 through R46. And release the button. The non-adjacent range is selected. On the ribbon, we're going to click the Page Layout tab at the top. And in the Page Setup group, click the Print area. And then click Set the Print area. The print area changes to cover only the non-adjacent range, A1 through F22, and A23 through R46. The rest of the worksheet content is shaded to indicate that it will not be part of the printout. Click cell A1 to deselect. Change the zoom level to 50% so you can view more of the worksheet. Okay, on page 55, we're going to be inserting page breaks. Often the contents of a worksheet will not fit onto a single printed page. And when this happens, Excel prints as much of the content that fits on a single page without resizing. And then it inserts automatic page breaks to continue printing the remaining worksheet content on successive pages. The resulting printouts might split worksheet content in awkward places, such as in the middle of a table of data. To split the printout into logical segments, you can insert manual page breaks. Page break preview identifies manual page breaks with a solid blue line and automatic page breaks with a dotted blue line. When you specify a print area for a non-adjacent range, as you did for the sales report worksheet, manual page breaks are inserted around the adjacent ranges and appears in the print area you defined. You can remove a page break in Page Break Preview by dragging it out of the print area. Okay, at the bottom of page 55, to remove the automatic page breaks and insert manual page breaks, point to the dotted blue page break directly to the left of column L. All right, let's find column L right here. Point to the dotted line, okay, until, let's see, until the pointer changes to the double-headed horizontal pointer. If the dotted blue page break appears to the right of a different column, don't worry. Depending on your printer, the page breaks might be in different column of the worksheet. Just point to the dotted blue page break that is closest to the column L. All right, now drag the page break to the right and out of the print area. The page break is removed from the worksheet. Point to the page break located in column F so that the pointer changes to the double-headed horizontal pointer, column F. Okay, right here. And then drag the page break between column H and column I so that the first 6 months of sales are on one page and the last 6 months of sales data are on the next page. So we're going to drag this between H and I. If the dotted blue page break appears to the right of a different column, don't worry. Depending on your printer, the page breaks might be in a different column of the worksheet. Just drag the dotted blue page break that is closest to the column F. Okay, now we're going to add a manual page break between columns N and O to place the total annual sales and store averages on their own page. Click cell O23. Click cell O23. Here's O. Okay. Let me go down some more. Gotta make sure I'm in the right spot. It's 22. And there's 23. O23. Oh, no, that's not O. There's O. O23. On the Page Layout tab, in the Page Setup group, click the Breaks button. And then click Insert Page Break. A manual page break is added between columns N and O, forcing the total annual sales and average sales onto the fourth page. Now we're going to add print titles. It is a good practice to include descriptive information such as the company name, a logo, and the worksheet title on each page of a printout in case a page becomes separated from the other pages. In the sales report worksheet, the company name appears on the first page of the printout but does not appear on the subsequent pages. Also, the descriptive row titles for the monthly sales table in column A do not appear on the third page of the printout. We're going to add print titles to fix these issues. On page 57, to set the print titles, on the page layout tab, in the page setup group, we're going to click the print titles. The page setup dialog box opens with the sheet tab displayed. In the print titles section, right in here, click the rows to repeat at top. Move the pointer over the worksheet and then select rows 1 and 2. A flashing border appears around the first 2 rows of the worksheet to indicate that the contents of the first 2 rows will be repeated on each page of the printout. The row reference shows a $1 through a $2. This appears in the rows to repeat top box. Click the columns to repeat at left. Okay, we're going to click right here. Move the pointer over the worksheet and then select columns A and B. Columns A and B. The column reference $A through $B appears in the columns to repeat at the left box. Okay, so we've got this set. To rescale the printout, in the page setup dialog box, we're going to click Page tab. So here's the Page tab. In the scaling section, we're going to change the Adjust to Amount to 70%, right here. Normal size. Click the Print Preview button to preview the 4 pages. Print Preview. Okay. Notice that first 2 rows are on each page. And columns A and B are on all 4 pages. Yeah, okay, so they're on all 4 pages as well. Use the arrows to scroll through. Okay, I did that. Now, designing headers and footers. Designing headers and footers. Headers and footers provide descriptive information on the printout. A header is information that appears at the top of each printed page, and a footer is the information that appears on the bottom of every page. Fawn wants the printout to display the workbook's file name in the header's left section and the current date in the header's right section. The center footer should display the page number and the total number of pages in the printout, and the right footer should display your name as the workbook's author. Set up the page header. Near the bottom of the print screen, click the Page Setup link. Okay, we're going to click on Page Setup. The Page Setup dialog box opens. Click the Header Footer tab, and this will display the header and footer options. Click the Different First Page checkbox to select it. This creates one set of headers and footers for the first page and one set for the rest of the pages. Number 4 on page 59, click the Custom Header button. The header dialog box opens because we selected the different first page option. The dialog box contains 2 tabs named Header and First Page Header, as you can see up here towards the top. Click the First Page Header. On the Header tab in the left section, type File Name. And then press the space bar and then click the Insert File Name. Okay, so I'm going to move across these so you can see. Oh, the screen tip is not showing. Okay, so it's this one right here. This is the file name. The code and file displays the file. It shows the file name of the current workbook is added to the left section of the header. Then we're going to press Tab twice to move to the right section. See, we have the left, center, right section of the header, and then click Insert Date button, and it has a 7 on it. Insert the date. The code and with date in brackets is added to the right section of the header. Click OK. And this will return, and then we're going to return to the header footer tab in the page setup dialog box. The header text you just created will appear only on the first page of the printout. Subsequent pages will not display that header information. Stefan wants a footer to appear on all pages of the printout. On page 60, we're going to create the page footer. On the header footer tab of the page setup, click Custom Footer. On the footer tab, click the center section and then type the word page, just like you see in the book. Press the space bar and then click the Insert Page Number button. This one right here. The code and page in brackets will appear, which inserts the current page number. Okay, and it's going to appear after the word page. Okay, press the space bar and type up. Okay, and then press the space bar and then click the Insert Number of Pages. So it shows multiple pages right here. The code and with the word pages in brackets. Okay, this will show when you look at it, it's going to show the page number of, it'll show the word page and then the page number of how many pages there are total. Okay, now click the first page footer. First page footer, tab at the very top there, and we're going to create a footer for the first page. Click the right section and type Prepared By. Space bar, and then type your name. And then, say type your name and then type, okay, so we're going to type and the bracket, pages, bracket, space, pages, to indicate the total number of pages in the printed report. Okay, so prepared by, and it doesn't, okay, so prepared by, and then click OK. Now we're going to set the page margins. A margin is the space between the page content and the edges of the page. By default, Excel sets the page margins to 0.7 inch on the left and the right sides, and 0.75 inches on the top and the bottom. And it allows a 0.3 inch margins around the header and footer. We can reduce or increase these margins as needed by selecting predefined margin sizes or setting our own. On page 61, we're going to set the left margin. So click the Margins tab in the page setup box, Margins. Double click the left box and then type 1 to increase the size of the left margin to 1 inch. Click OK. You can also center the worksheet contents both horizontally and vertically within the margins on the page by selecting the horizontally and vertically checked boxes on the Margins tab in the Page Setup dialog box. Okay, so I will show you. Here's margins, and they're referring to this right here. Center on page horizontally, vertically. I'm going to click OK. On the print screen in Backstage View, preview the final version of the printed report. Okay, file name, got a date, prepared by, pages of pages, page 2 of 4, 3 of 4, 4 of 4. On the print screen in the settings section, click the first box, and then, okay, the first box, and then click Print Entire Workbook. Print Entire Workbook. If you're instructed to print, we're not going to print, we're just going to submit it through Blackboard. So now we're going to go back, click the normal button on the status bar down at the bottom, increase the zoom to 120, that's where I'm at, and then save the workbook. This concludes part 2 of Excel Chapter 2 module tutorial.